Andro TV back with another car video. Hope y'all are doing well out there. So yeah, man, I want to talk about perception for a minute and how people who a lot of times choose to stay by themselves, they kind of get put in a box. You know, people will literally label you weird or strange, unusual, because you like to roll dolo. You know, me personally, I really enjoy rolling solo. You know, I've been rolling solo for the most part most of my life, you know, so it's not something that's like brand new. You know, don't get me wrong, I've always had friends, I've always had people who liked me, I guess. But, you know, it's just a personal choice of mine to just roll dolo. You know, I like it better that way. And I remember, you know, when I was in the military, it was right a couple days before I got discharged or whatever. You know, throughout my time in the military, like, you know, I hung out with people. You know, I was pretty popular for the most part, but I stayed to myself. You know, I wasn't always in everybody's face. You know, I just kind of rolled dolo. And I remember, like, I ended up having a conversation with this girl who lived in my dorm. I don't remember how the conversation started, but this is the first, like, I saw her around in passing. You know, I knew her name and everything. You know, I would see her, I would nod or whatever. You know, we were in passing, but we never really had a conversation till this, you know, this one particular moment. And I just remember, like, you know, we're just sitting there talking, and like 5 minutes into the conversation, she started getting quiet. She was just like, man, I had no idea. She said, this is her exact words. She says, I had no idea you were this cool. She said, every time I see you, you're always by yourself. You know, she just assumed that I was going to be a freak, a weirdo. You know, she was literally like shocked. You know, because when I first started talking to her, I noticed she was kind of like hesitant in a way. You know, she was usually a very outgoing girl, but she was like kind of like standoffish a bit. She was just like, you know, where is this gonna go? You know, and yeah, after we started talking, it was just like she just couldn't believe it. She was like, wow, man, like all this time, like I see you all the time in passing, and it's like, man, I never knew you were this cool. You know, and what it was, you know, she had a perception. She had a perception of me, you know. And a lot of times, you know, when you are someone who chooses the lone wolf path, you know, you create an image, and it can be completely wrong. Maybe you just, like myself, just like your own company a little too much, but a lot of people look at that as weird. You know, we've been programmed to view, I guess, loners as something being wrong with them. You know, people who are just choose not to conform, people who like to stay to themselves. You know, it's kind of looked down upon, you know. And don't get me wrong, there are some people out there who are loners who are very weird, who are very strange, odd people, you know. And, you know, some people, they get rejected in society. You know, they're They were sent their own way, because there's a difference. You can be sent your own way, and then you can go your own way. You know, some people are literally forced their own way, you know, due to circumstances that are usually out of their control. Sometimes it's within their control, but a lot of times it's just, you know, if you were born, you know, with poor genetics, you know, you're gonna not gonna be as popular. You know, that's the black pill, man. But yeah, man. But you know, perception sometimes is all you have. You know, it's like sometimes you only get one chance to make a first impression. You know, and if you make a bad impression, certain people will hold you to that. I mean, we all do it. It's a natural thing. But some people who aren't as flexible, they'll hold you to that, you know? That's why some people who are like lame growing up, let's just say you were like lame in high school or whatever, and you end up moving away and becoming quote unquote cool, and then you come back to your neighborhood where you were lame at, and even though, you know, I guess you're the cool guy, the people who knew you when you were lame, they still view you like that same lame person, you know? And, you know, it's no way to really escape that. There's really no way to escape that, you know? It just is what it is. But, yeah, man, perception is everything. Perception is everything. And a lot of times people just go based on what they perceive, you know? Like if you come out the house looking like a bum, and people see you standing on the corner, they're gonna perceive you to be a bum. It just is what it is, whether you're an actual bum or not. That's just a perception. And let's say if you're a bum, right, and you go up to this pretty girl and her group of friends, and you know, you have a conversation with them, and they're probably gonna look at you like, yo, why are you talking to me? You know, but you could just be having an innocent conversation, you know. But what if you went back and you had on some nice clothes, maybe you pulled up in the Lambo, you know, those same women are going to be completely different towards you. You know, they're not even going to look at you as the same person. And you can tell them, hey, you know, I was just joking earlier, you know, I'm not really homeless. I'm not really a bum, you know, I was just dressing like that as an experiment. You know, they're going to disassociate that other person, you know. But let me get up out of here. Oh, we're almost 10 minutes in. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. And yeah, I want to say this too, man. Like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone. there's nothing wrong with it inherently, but it does come with consequences. You know? And, you know, if you're someone who doesn't have any option, if you have the option to have good people in your life, I think it's better to, you know, go with that option. If you can have good people in your life, you know, go with that option. Now, if you're somebody who's just sent your own way and you don't have any options, then okay, you know, try to make the best of it, you know. But if you're able to have good relationships with people and you're able to have a real support system in your life, you know, don't take it for granted, man. Don't take it for granted. You know, cherish that shit, because it's very rare. You know, a lot of people don't have that. You know, it is what it is. They don't have it. So yeah, don't take that shit for granted, man. That's a good thing. But let me get up out of here. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, share, sub. Gone.